Hi, everybody. Welcome to another computer class being taught virtually through a video recording from Mrs. Edwards. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get started. So this week, we're going to continue talking about the hour of code and coding. I know that last week we did an activity because it was Computer Science Education Week. So I'd like to continue that throughout December. Being that it's a short month, with the holidays coming up and things like that. So last week we talked about coding a little bit, and we were able to do a activity about artificial intelligence. This week we're going to actually be looking more into the what is coding, because I know sometimes when we're doing an activity, we think of it as a fun game. With block coding, the drag and dropping of the blocks, they make it seem to be a game, but there is some real science behind it. So I found this really fun video from Flowcabulary about coding. It explains it to you in the way of a song. So I thought that would be a really fun way for you to hear about coding. So it's about 2 minutes long. I'm going to play the video, talk about it a little bit, and then go over some more things. So let me share my sound and make sure everything's good to go.
Flowcab on a beat, yo. Coding rules everything around me. Cream. 1, you want to learn how to think? Not talking about the thinking babies do in the crib. I mean the science of reasoning. Sprinkle that on your skill set just like seasoning. 2, coders make bank, don't take my word. Let's compare Jay-Z to Mark Zuckerberg. It would take 66 Jay-Z's to equal the wealth of one Mark. Crazy. 3, coders make movies and games. All the ones on the consoles we play. Yeah, they write the games, code them to reality. Racing to the finish line or zooming through the galaxy. 4, you don't have to sport a 3-piece suit. Go to work in a hoodie or a 1-piece. Woo! 5, your office is mad movable. You don't have to be restricted to a cubicle. You can code from the beach in Fiji or in the piazza by the Uffizi. And how do you say Wi-Fi in Italian?
Wireless internet, it's a Wi-Fi.
6, so many companies will like you. They'll be offering perks to entice you. Rock climbing gyms, massages, scooters, free food, plus those high-tech computers. 7, you know computers aren't smart. They have chips but no brain or heart. You could be Napoleon controlling them when you write a little bit of code for them. 8, coding's like music. It's rhythmic, feels so good and the work so prolific. 9, beyond all the lifestyle perks, coders change the world when they putting in the work. Medical research to help cure cancer. An algorithm just might have the answer. By 2030 we hitting the red planet, and I guarantee you coders will be the ones that'll plan it. Not too many ladies in the code game, but now I think it's time for that to all change. You can pick your wildest dream, turn around and code it up on the wildest screen. 10, so go invent a hot app. Make a cool meal, then take a long nap. Take it from Chris Bosh or even Steve Jobs. Code the next iPod at your sweet job. Let's code.
Right, so that was a little bit about the coders and the lifestyle you can live if you would pursue a job in coding. The second video is about more about the computer programming process. Okay, hold on for the bell. So in the previous video, they were referring to big tech companies where if you work for them, you can have more of a flexible work schedule. You can work from anywhere as long as you have your computer or a mobile device able to be coded or fix things on a program maybe that you could help design. Okay, so this is a little bit more of the programming aspect.
Hey, yo. Flowcabulary in the building. Yeah. Computer programming is a process. You with me? Let's go. When the alarm starts buzzing in, you don't want to move, so you reach over and hit the snooze. The snooze is a feature you may have guessed, and it was programmed using these 5 steps. Step 1 is define a problem. In this case, people want to sleep more without being late for their first date, a lunch with the president. In this step, you have to know every requirement, which is what the program must do. We're still at step 1, yeah, we're not quite through. We have to determine the specifications, which is how it would do everything we're saying. For snoozing, a program has to let people sleep more, but wake them up when it's time to get moving. So it has to silence the first sound, then set another for 10 minutes from now. After 10 minutes, it has to ring again. You don't want to be late, so the dream has to end. Step 2, design the solution. Indeed, a design includes all the steps in the order you need. It's known as the program's logic. Next, a design can be written with pseudocode. Check, that's a language more precise than English, yet less precise than what a computer can get. The design can also be a flowchart, which represents the steps visually, kind of like art. Programmers determine how the program will instruct the snooze feature to work and wake you up. Computer programming is a process. Follow these 5 steps to see progress. Define the problem, design the solution. Code, test, document what you're doing.
So when you would choose to make an app or a game or something that you would need technology for, these are the steps. So you define the problem, what's going on. You come up and design a solution. Here's what we can do to fix it. You code it. You test. Does it work? And you may have to do this a couple times. You know, you need to then document what you're doing. You need to document what you're doing so that you can go back through your design and fix your issues.
Computer programming is a process. Follow these 5 steps to see progress. Define the problem, design the solution. Code, test, document what you're doing. After the problem and designing the solution is step 3, coding, where it really gets cool. And it means translating the design you created into a programming language, a language that can give the computer instructions to do what we want it to do and correctly function. Like the languages that people speak, every programming language is unique and has its own rules of syntax. Any mistakes in the code, better fix that. A mistake is a bug, so we call it debugging. When they're all gone, you'll probably see the whole team hugging. So the program's finished? Not yet, there's more. It needs to be tested, that's step number 4. Just because it runs and seems to be working, see, doesn't mean it solves the original problem perfectly. Tests can reveal new bugs or a hiccup, like the alarm isn't loud enough to wake him up, or it doesn't adjust for daylight savings time, and that could really put you in a bind. Next up is document, the last of the 5 steps. When you describe the programming process, it could be a summary or comments in the code to communicate with other programmers around the globe. Computer programming is a process. Follow these 5 steps to see progress. Define the problem, design the solution. Code, test, document what you're doing. Computer programming is a process. Follow these 5 steps to see progress. Define the problem, design the solution. Code, test, document what you're doing.
Okay, so that was a very good video about computer processes and coding, and it was a little bit easier than just listening to Miss Edwards the whole time. So the next thing we're going to look at is the activity we're going to be doing for coding today. So that activity, let me pull it up, is going to be, hold on, a Minecraft coding game. So this is for grades 2 and up. The one that we're going to do is specifically for your grade and up. So I have a couple different ones. So if after we do one, you want to come back and choose a different one if you were really into it, that's definitely okay with me if that would be something that you're interested in. So we're going to go ahead and pick one of these. So we're going to start. Sorry for the brief moment. I had someone come in the room. All right, so this is what it looks like. It says Microsoft Hour of Code Hero's Journey. I'm not going to play the video for you because I would like you to watch it as your activity. So you will watch the video once the video is over, okay? Or if you have trouble watching the video, you can press this no video, show the notes, and you can kind of read what they're talking about in the video. But after the video is over, and we'll bring you to this. Let's get started. Choose your character. So you get to pick Alex or Steve. Once you select them, it starts the first prompt, and there is music with this. I'm going to turn it down a little bit so you can hear me. It says the door is locked, but the agent is here to help. Snap a move forward block to the bottom of the when run block in the workspace to get the agent to the pressure plate. Then you will press run and use the arrow keys to move out of the house to collect the chest. So if you need help, it says, do you want to hit yes or no? I wouldn't click on this until after you've already tried. So here we have our game space. We have our toolbox with the blocks that we can use, and we have our workspace. Okay, so our workspace is where we pull the blocks to. This toolbox is where we bring them from. So Miss Edwards is going to do one or two together with you so you can see. So I'm going to move forward. So here's my character. So if I move forward, I want to see what that looks like. I'm going to hit run. Okay, so I can use the arrow keys, or I can use the arrow keys here. Okay, so I can either press these, or if I'm on a keyboard, I can press the keys on the keyboard. If I'm not on a keyboard, if I'm on a phone or a tablet, you need to use these. Okay, so I'm moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Okay, I've got to my correct place. It says puzzle 1 is completed. Congratulations, you just wrote one line of code. Now we are using the block form of coding, which is the drag and drop, but there are other forms of coding, and if I wanted to see what that looked like, it would look like this: move forward, beginning parenthesis, end parenthesis, semicolon. So it says, by dragging and placing blocks in this puzzle, you've created a set of instructions in the computer language called JavaScript. That's what this move forward is written in. It's a specific coding language. This code tells computers what to display on the screen. Everything you see and do in the Minecraft also starts with lines of computer code like these. So you're using the block form. If you were writing it out in JavaScript, it would look like this. And if you want to see the code after you've completed a puzzle, you just hit the drop down here. Okay, so I'm going to press continue. And I'm going to get my next set of instructions. Steve is headed on an adventure to help get the map behind the locked doors on the right. Snap the code into the workspace to move the agent to the pressure plate so that Steve can get through. Okay, so now in our toolbox, we have more blocks. Okay, so we have a move forward, we have a turn left, turn right. Also, if you use the drop down arrow, you can change these. And then we have a repeat block, okay? So you're going to see as you go on, you're going to get more and more blocks. And if you need a hint, you can press this. So when you're done, I'm going to include the link for the game underneath the video, all the way to 12, and I've finished. you'll get an hour of code certificate. So you type your name in, hit submit, and if you want to print it out, if you have printing capabilities, you can. If you want to take a picture of this or you want to copy and paste the picture and you want to send it to me underneath the video, that's good too. Or you can always like or comment for your participation. So I'll take a picture of the certificate, a like, or a comment. Okay, so I'm going to stop screen sharing now and come back to you. So you're going to watch this video, then you're going to try the Minecraft coding activity. All right, so good luck to everybody. Remember, coding is a lot of trial and error and problem solving. It's not always going to come easily. You may make mistakes. You might even have to start the board all over again to figure out what you did incorrectly or what you can do better. All right, and that's okay. Problem solving can be frustrating sometimes. It's okay. You just keep trying and you'll eventually succeed. Have a great day.